Monday. It's a new week. And so far, it's 10 to 8 and I feel like I'm winning at life because Alfie is completely dressed for school. And usually, this doesn't happen so easily. Are you a good boy? Did you get dressed today? You have your clothes on already? Do you like your socks? Those are new socks, but do you like those socks? Are they nice? I got some like ankle socks, and this is one of the new t-shirts too. I found stuff with trucks, and Owen is in the process of getting dressed. I am going to go and tidy up a bit downstairs. I've already put all the boys' clothes away as well, and most of James's and I, but I need to do some ironing before I can put the rest away. I'm gonna tidy up quickly because I didn't tidy up much at the weekend because I was working. So I'm gonna tidy up quickly downstairs, and then I think we're gonna have to go and get some. I'm going to order the shopping today to get it tomorrow, but we have 5 nappies left. I mean, this is like living dangerously. So I think I'm gonna have to go to Tesco's and get some before tomorrow, just in case. Usually 5 could get us through until tomorrow morning, but I don't feel like playing that game right now. I guess Tesco is open 24/7, so I could always go in case of an emergency. I will see. I need to work basically. Alfie goes to school today. He usually doesn't go on a Monday, but their schedule is kind of all over the place for the rest of the month because they had training and things like that. So this week he's going 4 days in the week instead of 3, which is great for me because it's a week where I have quite a lot of things. Well, I don't have many appointments this week, but there are many appointments coming in the next weeks when I will be busy. So anything I can do this week, well, I have a lot of work to do right now, but once this is done, it will be all right. Anything I can do this week will help me in the next coming week. So I'm trying to be organized so I don't freak out, especially the week of the 21st. I can't remember. Week, I think it's the 21st, could be wrong, 20th, maybe, no, maybe even 18th. Hold on, let me check a calendar. The week of the 18th freaks me out a lot, so I'm gonna try and be organized so I don't break down whenever it's mental. Well, it's super quiet outside. I'm gonna go around the garden. I do that every day. I check on the plants, see what I need to do for the day, for the plants, like watering and stuff like that, and then do it at some point. So I'm going to do my little garden tour and I'll bring you along. Okay, so we have a flower here on the courgettes. There is a second courgette here, and this is another one below the flower getting ready, and there's a lot more growing. Okay, this plant is doing really well, I'm happy. The nasturtiums has really taken in now and is all standing up. Can't wait for the flowers to come in. And then this is really like a jungle now. Switching top, same, I'm waiting for flowers, but it might be, could these be flowers? I don't know, it's the first time I grow sweet pea, but this potentially could be flowers. I can't wait because I love the smell. And the thyme is doing really well. I keep having to trim it. Oh, there's something growing in there. It's not thyme. And I had stuff in last year. This is oregano. Growing in the middle of it, but I don't want to. Or sage maybe? Hold on. It's definitely one of the herbs I had last year that has gone into here. So I'm gonna have to get this out because I trimmed it down. I guess there was more space for it to grow, so it grew in the middle. Anyway, let's put that there for now. Tomato plants are doing well. We have some flowers as well here and here and here, so they all have flowers, so hopefully we should have tomatoes. The bees, I'm going to try and show you. The bees at work all the time on the raspberries, and I don't know if you can see, but there, see, these are raspberries in the making, and there's a bee over here. So hard to focus because it's moving all the time. Oh well, anyway, then I'll try and focus again. Then those have now opened, which is good. And okay, every day I'm on the apple count to see how many apples are left. So we still have one there, one here, one here. Oh, they're all growing at a fast rate, and one here. So we're down to 4, but they're all growing, so fingers crossed. And the cherries, so we've had some that we lost, like these ones, probably not going to hold on, but some of them are starting to go more red. You see there? Then the carrots aren't really coming in now. I have thinned them out so there was more room. I will probably have to thin them out, like this one can go. It's going to be in the way. It's hard to pick which one every time. I wait until they grow in more there to see which ones are the smallest. Now these, they were not doing great, but they're picking up again. It's the courgettes. Some of the leaves got all damaged. I don't know if they got burnt or anything. And then that's the pumpkins. I need 3, and this one are really good. This one can do. I forgot to show you the rhododendrons. The leaves on this one are really opening now, and this one, the light pink, is starting to go, like the flowers are starting to fall off, and so is the purple one. It's a shame that the blooms don't last longer than this, but yeah, that's it for the garden. My peonies are going to have to go as well. They are losing all their petals. They've turned white. So I'll try and see if they have more in Tesco's. I'll get some again because they made me so happy this week. I've had an idea for the nappy situation. I will go either after I pick Alfie up. I feel weird because of that thing being longer. That's because my hair is not straightened, and this one is not. Is more straight than the rest. See, when I take just the front ones away, so I might just plait my hair to the side or something, or straighten it. I can't really be bothered. This one is alright. I might just put this to the side with a bow or something. I'll do something after. Anyway, I might actually go to Tesco's after I pick Alfie up because I really need to list all my new stickers on the website, and it's so much easier if I get stuck in and just get it done, and if Alfie is there it's harder. So I think I'm going to come back home, work, and then after I pick Alfie up, or when I pick James up tonight, we'll get some nappies in Tesco's. You know as it is, I can't get anything sitting right. It's all, because it's shorter, it does curl up, and but not in a nice way. It just goes in all different directions, curly, wavy, messy. So straighten as it is. This is much better. Yesterday I did this mask from Sephora. It's a pink clay mask. I also have the red one. These are really handy because you get 4 face masks worth. They're quite small. Unfortunately, you can't buy them here because there's no Sephora. But the pink one is supposed to be unifying and brightening, and the red one is anti-fatigue and energizing. The red one wasn't bad, but it didn't do much. It relaxed me, but it didn't do much for my skin itself. The pink one has really helped so much. I have really uneven skin. I have a lot of redness on my skin. I have a lot of patchy red bits, and this has helped so much to make my skin tone more even. I'm so glad. I still have that redness there and all, but it's, you know, compared to what it was, it's much better. They are murdering each other downstairs. So when we go to Paris, I'm going to go to Sephora, and these are, because we only have hand luggage, I can't bring much liquid, but these are 35 mils and they don't take much room. So I'm going to bring the least liquid possible with us in toiletries, and then I'll try and fit as many as I can in my little clear bag and use some of James's too, because he doesn't have that many toiletries. So yes, that's what I'm going to do when I go to Paris. I'm going to prove to you why I need to tidy up my house when I don't do it at the weekend. Look what I just found. We actually have a packet of 58 nappies, so we don't need any more. That's what I thought we had another packet. It's just that I had to put the packet out of sight, and then I buried it under a lot of mess, so I couldn't see it anymore. Anyway, let's get this boy's hair sorted, because this boy's hair kind of gets a bit, see that side there, it always gets a bit sticky up. But the man who cut his hair the other day did a really good job, because the way he cut it, it only sticks up a tiny bit, when before it was like an explosion, seriously. So we take water and we wet the sides and we try and flatten it. It doesn't always work, but we do our best, don't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what you have on to school today? Not today, tomorrow?
What?
Do you know what's happening in school tomorrow? No?
No.
Sports day?
Yeah.
So sports day is tomorrow. We still don't know at what time. So I need to bring Owen to school at 9. Then I need to bring Alfie to school at 9:30. Usually it starts at 9:30. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring Owen to school, bring Alfie to school, and then make it there as soon as I can after. And I don't know what time it ends at, and I have to pick up Alfie at 12. Usually it was finishing around that time, but there is a chance if it runs over a little bit, I might have to leave a bit early. So what I'll do, I think, is that I'll go to the school and I park my car at the school if I can, so then I can go quickly to get Alfie whenever I can. But hopefully I can watch all of it, or maybe I'll just miss the first thing or something like that, and then I'll be there. I'll be alright, because I can't. Yeah, maybe I might be able to see all of it. I unfortunately cannot split myself in 2 people and be in 2 places at the same time. That would be handy. That's one of my dreams at the moment. It would make my life so much easier, especially when 3 people in our house have an appointment at the same time. That would be a lot easier. But
so like, for example, you daddy and I are quiet, and W can go in time, and W could like just go and do some walk in the meantime.
that would be so handy, wouldn't it? I could be like I could be at 1 appointment with Daddy, 1 appointment with you, 1 appointment with Alfie, and working at the same time. If I could split myself in 4, that would be brilliant. If I could split myself in 5, that would be my ideal thing, because I could be with 1 of each of us, and then have a spare me to do just work, and a spare me to do just what I want. That would be brilliant.
And so the 5th one I guess could do like they take all the plants.
Yeah, just do whatever it feels like. Anyway, Owen, look at the clock. It's not that I don't want to chat with you, but we need to go to school. So, yeah. Do you want to say bye-bye for now?
Bye.
You want to say bye-bye for now?
Bye.
So, there was a bit of an event coming back from school, and my heart is still racing from it. It was a bit scary, Owen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we were walking back, and usually Alfie is on his bike and he's in front of us, so we could see him. And then at some point one of the older boys who comes in, a lot of the kids and the families walk to our estate. Our estate is the next one up above the school, so there's no roads to cross, there's, you know, and our estate is like a cul-de-sac, so only people who drive to the estate drive in. There's a lot of kids living here, so people are always careful on, you know, on the roads around and all. So Alfie was in front of us, and our estate, if you want, it's like a loop, and in the middle there's a green, and there's 4 houses including ours. So to go to our house, we go on the far end of the loop, but you can go both ways because it's like a loop, you know, you can meet both ways. And Alfie went down the one further from our house, but usually when he does that he meets us back on the other side, so we went the normal way. Except that Alfie didn't see we went that way, and at some point when we were on the opposite end of the loop, he probably turned around, so we weren't there, and he went back to the school. That we didn't know. I was expecting to arrive at the front door and to find him there, and then we looked around the estate and he was nowhere to be found in the estate. So in the end we split. Owen went back to the house. There was some of the neighbors there as well, so they all knew. So we thought we'd split and communicate between each other to find him, and in the end he was at the school. He went back down to the school with his bike. But during that time I think every single possible scenario went through my head, and I'm very glad that the one that happened in the end was not one of the ones I had thought about. Let's put it that way.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it was scary, Owen, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm so scared. But I noticed he wasn't there.
Yeah. And then, but Alfie has no clue. He's just, to him, he just went on a little trip to find us. And he didn't, so, yeah. You're playing with your truck?
I actually scared us.
He scared us a lot, and he has no notion that he scared us. The thing with Alfie is that he has no danger awareness whatsoever, so that's what really scared me, because he doesn't understand at all what would be dangerous or not. And yeah, so it was scary. I'm gonna need to just relax now.
When I thought he went out to say I was correct, but I thought he might have been hit by a car.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, so thankfully he didn't. Right, Owen is in the middle of getting changed. So we're gonna get changed. Alfie's playing with his cars and trucks. I'm gonna watch, I have the sauce going, I'm gonna watch something silly on TV to kind of unwind because my heart is racing. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Today's Thursday. We're about to go to school. It's gonna be a big rush. Alfie, calm down. I'm gonna bring Owen to school, then I'm gonna bring Alfie to school, then going back to Owen's school to sports day, then go to get Alfie, collect the shopping, come back, go and pick up Owen, come back, go to swimming, come back, go pick James up, come back, and breathe. And I'm in a lot of pain. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great day, but I'm going to show you whatever I can of sports day now. Hello, it's Wednesday and it's 11:45. I'm about to go and get Alfie. You're gonna have to excuse my cheek in the next few days. I don't know if I've been bitten by something or if it's like cystic acne spot coming out. I have no idea. It's extremely painful. I've put some cortisone cream because the swelling was going up to my eye and down like towards there. Now it's more like, you can see that the red eye is very swollen, very warm. It just doesn't look nice, but it's under the skin. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing to squeeze or anything like that. I wish there was, because I think it would be instant relief. This pain is like awful, but anyway, I have to get on with it. Just did a lot of orders there. I had quite a lot of them and I was starting to get stressed because I want to have at least one day off this weekend. And I was starting to think it might not happen. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get Alfie. The educational psychologist turned up at school today. We didn't know she was coming, but it's good because I was about to phone to ask like, why have you not called around to school yet? Because we need you to do a report to get help for Alfie in September. Luckily she's done that. Then autism services is going tomorrow. So by the end of the week, all the school stuff that need to be done will be done. And then we'll have to finish all the paperwork and a lot of boring stuff. But everything is happening, so I'm glad. Gonna go and get Alfie and then I'll catch you up on a few things. I have done a bit of shopping lately. I want to explain why and the plans I have in my head, because I think some of you might relate to this. But I need to go and get my child first because, I mean, can't leave him in school really. So I'm back and I thought I would have a little chat with you. I'm in my kitchen right now looking through the window at the garden. I love to see all the bees at the moment. It just makes me more calm. Anyway, I went to pick Alfie up. Apparently everything went well with the educational psychologist. I'm going to be receiving all the reports in the post at some point, so I'll just see whenever they arrive, but teacher seems satisfied with how it went, so I'm going to trust that it went well. There's nothing much I can do. So yeah, so what I wanted to talk to you about, in the last few months, everything started in February really. In February I became very aware that I was completely ignoring myself in a way. This may sound, everything I'm about to say might sound very dramatic to some. I'm just going to say it as I feel it, and I hope it come across and you get my point. I've touched up on this before, I'm sure. Basically, I went from being a new mom with Owen to becoming a carer for James, to becoming a mom for the second time for Alfie while being a carer for James, to then discovering Alfie had additional needs. Owen did have additional needs, but not as severe as Alfie's. So I already had to do, you know, a bit of extra work with Owen, and then, but that, you know, everybody who's a parent has to do stuff, and that's just part of it. With Alfie, it's on another level. There's a lot more things to do, but there's a lot of parents in this position, so it's not something I'm complaining about. I think it's just, they are my children, that's the way they are. To me, they are normal in their own way, and that's what it is. But caring for Alfie takes a lot of my time, and doing extra stuff for James too. So I'm in a position where it's easier enough for me to just forget about myself. I also don't really like to spend money on myself. Like, I rarely buy myself clothes or shoes or anything like that. And I'm going to show you my shoes to show you what to what level it gets, to show you why it's bad and I need to stop doing this. So I have had these shoes for 3 summers. This is the 4th summer. I don't know if you can see the sole, but can you see how there's actually no more sole on that side? I walk on the outside of my foot, but I'm actually walking on the cork part of the shoe, which is completely damaged, which means my foot is even more at an angle. I'm getting backache from this. I take it to a very high level, let's say. I don't spend money on my children, on doing stuff with them and all that, and putting myself last. Probably will continue to do that to a certain extent, but the extent I've brought it to is far too much. I also have very little clothes to wear. A lot of the clothes I have don't look good anymore. I've had them for years. They've been worn and worn and worn and worn, and they are just look worn out. And yeah, I feel like I've lost myself a little bit. I've always been somebody who wears extremely bright colors and is always happy and all that, and I think this person is still in me. But if you look at how I dressed, don't look at the last week, but before that, I was mostly in black tracksuit bottoms with dark t-shirts, sometimes wearing dresses whenever we were going out and all, but it was like an occasional thing when it used to be an everyday thing. And I miss this person and I want to get this person back, but the problem is that this person has changed a lot. So this person as I knew her, it doesn't exist anymore, because so many things have happened to me, and age as well. I'm about 10 years older than the person I'm talking about. I hope this makes sense. It sounds like a big rambly thing, but I'm convinced I'm not the only one that has put in this position. Anyway, in February, Sam visited me, and Sam is somebody who's known me for ages, and he's known me as this colorful person. The way I see it is that I went from being if you imagine a picture of me in color, it turned into kind of sepia colors, you know, like kind of muted, and then but you can still kind of guess that there's color there, but you don't know for sure. I've had some periods where of my life last year where I was completely in black and white, and now I've gone to sepia, and then the colors I'm going, as I explained it to Sam, I'm being recolorized at the moment, because it's not the original colors, because they are outdated, but it's new colors being painted on me. This is how I feel what I'm doing with me at the moment. I didn't know how to go about it, and then I cut my hair, and this may sound very silly, but cutting my hair has triggered something in me, and I don't know what, I don't know how, but it has. There's something that cutting my hair has forced me to do every morning so far, is to do my hair, because if I leave it as it is, it does not work. So this morning I had to plait it that way because I didn't want to straighten it, and you know, I put plaits and then I can't finish the plait because it's too short, but you know, at least my hair is done. There was an effort made. I don't have any makeup today on, but this is because of my cheek, and I don't really mind having days without makeup as long as I look pulled together. I'm also wearing a dress and some leggings, you know, it's still comfy, but it's more me. It's not too bright and colorful, but at least it's not black and baggy and not nice. Anyway, there's an effort there, if you know what I mean. The problem is that I don't have the things I need to do this. I also did things like buying very cheap skincare because I didn't want to spend as much money on myself, buying the more expensive one that is probably more suited for my skin. It's not out of price like completely crazy, it's just slightly more expensive, but yeah. So I've made a decision. I had money aside that I was saving just in case while we were waiting for all the James's claim and all, and we didn't know money-wise where we were going to be, and I was saving everything I could just in case we were losing the claim and we would have a lot less money coming in, and you know, I just wanted to be prepared. And now I have this money saved, and I was thinking I'll just keep it aside, spend it on the boys and all that, but now I'm thinking, you know what, actually I need those things, so I'm gonna spend some of that on me. So in the last week I have made an effort. I've bought myself some skincare. Now I bought the Cleanse and Polish from Liz Earle. That's the cleanser that works the best for my skin, and the toner and the eye bright eye lotion as well. I get really itchy eyes, especially with hay fever, and the eye lotion is amazing. I'm not a big fan of their moisturizer, so I'm gonna not get, I didn't get that, I just got the toner cleanser and the eye lotion. And then I got myself the Birkenstock shoes I showed you. I got the same ones again. I love those shoes. They really work very well for my foot. I have a very high arch in my foot, so the way the sole is, it gives me a lot of support, and they are brilliant for my feet. And I love that design with the crossed straps over the toes, and so I think they will be my third pair of the exact same one. I got the exact same, so these should be coming tomorrow. Then I ordered myself a skirt in Ladybop. I'm a person who's always scared of skirts, because every skirt I've tried before were not as wide as the ones I ordered, and they always sat awkwardly on me. They were more like A-line skirts, and they were, because my waist is quite small compared to my hips, if they were fitting me at the hips, they were too big at the waist and all that. The ones I ordered are like full skirts, so they will fit me at the waist, and they should be wide enough to accommodate my hips, let's say, and also wide enough for me to wear a top tucked in, which is, for me, is something that's really scary. But I can see so many girls online doing this, and it looks amazing on them, and they are as big as I am, and it still looks amazing, and I'm like, wow, they look so great like this. And yes, so I've ordered myself the skirts. I have no idea what size I am in skirts, so I ordered 2 skirts, each skirt in 2 sizes, and I put it on my credit card, so then the money doesn't come out of my account, and then I'll return the one I'm not using, and repay back straight away to my card the ones of, do you know what I mean? So I'm not liking the money. What is it, Alfie? Do you want some milk? You have some milk? Oh, he wants, okay, I'm going to show you what he wants to do. Alfie wants to do everything himself. The milk is in one of the high cupboards, and he can't reach it when it's not in the fridge anymore. So he wants to climb on the worktop to get some milk. Yeah, can you close it, please? Good boy. And now, oop, I can put milk in his bottle. Hold on, I'm going to put you down and do that. Little update on my face. This is definitely not acne, this is definitely a bite. It's filling up with fluid. I've tried to prick it with a needle to see if anything, it was just pulsating, and I thought if it's an infection and something needs to come out to do this. It's not an infection, this is an allergic reaction to something. It's rock hard, there's no infection inside, it's filled with water, my face. So yeah, this is like an allergic reaction to a bite or something, and also the shape of the spot. I won't try and focus on it. The spot is like, see, if it was acne there, you would be able to get something out of it. It's not. It's filled with nothing. It's like pure swelling. So, and it's this, I'm allergic to mosquitoes, and whenever I get mosquito bites, now this is not mosquitoes, I'm assuming it's a spider, because that's the only thing I can think of we have around here which could cause something of that kind of nature. But the shape of the spot now I know is definitely an insect bite. So yeah, my face can move less and less, but there's not much I can do. I've been putting cortisone cream, and because the skin is slightly broken, I disinfected that area. But yeah, I just want my face to stop swelling up, because it's just my skin, I feel like my skin is getting so tight because of the swelling. Ugh, and I'm falling down. So yeah, anyway, this is an update on my face. Good morning. It's blurry. Hello. I have resorted to put a plaster on this morning. Things are improving, but the spot itself is looking a bit nasty, and I'm worried I get skin infections very quickly, so I just thought I'll not risk it, especially it's very sunny at the moment. I don't want to scar there, so I'll protect it for now. It doesn't look very great, but the other way doesn't look great either. So it's 11 o'clock. I'm just back from the range where I went this morning. I was very reasonable and only got stuff I needed. There was a lot of nice things that I really wanted, but I went for things I needed. Also, I have just received my new shoes. It's crazy how this lovely, nice looking shoe like this, 3 years later, looks like that and all destroyed. I have to say though, these ones are much comfier right now because they are all like squished to my foot. the edge there go quite high at the beginning. They do go down very quickly, but every time I have new ones it's like not as cozy. But I'm gonna have to change because the other one are just done. Every time I get my hair like this I always have the longer bits at the front and it's annoying me. There we go, it's because I had it behind my ear. That's it. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I got in the range. So I got this for Alfie. He loves to use stickers at the moment, but for some reason he will only use star stickers, and I have run out. And these were 60p per pack. I think there's 4 sheets in each or something like that. I hope. Maybe actually only 2 sheets. Yeah, only 2 sheets, but it doesn't matter. That should keep him, I usually give him 1 sheet at a time, and it keeps him busy for quite a while. Then I need some pegs, because the one we had bought in the pawn shop and they were rubbish, and these looked quite sturdy, so I thought I would try those. Then I have this because we have the football goals over here and the greenhouse that I want to peg down to the ground, and I was going to order some but then found them, and it's exactly the shape I needed there with the kind of squared bit at the top. Then I got these. I got 6 because I needed 6. They are folders, 12 by 12 folders, and I'm going to put my paper packs. I have them at the moment in the original packaging, which is falling apart, and then I saw these and I thought this is brilliant because I can actually have each separately, put them on my shelf and just grab whichever folder I need for that. So that's really good. I did not expect to find that there, and I was very glad. Then I got some mint seeds because I need to plant more mint, and some radishes seeds because that's another thing I want to plant. So I'm going to put that. I have all my seeds there. I need to get a box, like a container for seeds, so this is going to go there. Then I got acrylic blocks for my clear stamps. I have loads of stamps, but I don't have a block to use them, and I found them and I got those then I got I need a glue gun to finish my little greenhouse project, you know, the little thing I got for my birthday. And I was going to order one, and these were pretty cheap and they had the glue sticks too, so I thought I would get it there, so I had them. Then this is what I use a lot for everything, my journal, my scrapbooking, photo album and all. I use these a lot, so I got that, and I love this one because it makes little dots like this, so it's a lot easier to move things, and I don't know. And then this is for when we go to Paris. We are going to with our hand luggage only, and I want to be able to bring back some masks, face masks from Sephora, so I don't want to have much liquids to bring back. So we are going with solid shampoo, solid toothpaste, solid soap, everything solid as much as we can, so then we can bring all the stuff back, which is great. And this, if I use a soap bar, I always use that one. I've had that since I was a child. My skin doesn't react to it, it doesn't dry it out. I love the smell, and yeah, that's the one I use. So yeah, that was what I got, which I think is pretty good. Oh my god, I look like a mess. Hello. It's Saturday evening. I've just spent hours in the garden, and clearly I have taken care of my mascara. I only have mascara on, but as I've smudged it, and I've washed my hands many times, I can't get it completely off. Today was a very nice day. Brother went to dance class, and we found out that next year he needs to pick. At the moment the class he's in, they do ballet, tap and modern dance mixed, like in the they do. From next year, he's done that as his 3rd year in that class. Then next year he needs to pick which dances he wants to do, so he can do ballet, tap or modern, and there's a musical theatre class as well, like drama and musical theatre. Ballet is compulsory if you want to do modern, but you can also do tap on its own. We have ruled out ballet, we have ruled out modern and musical theatre for the minute. What we are looking at is either ballet and tap or ballet or tap. Next week, no, not next week, next class, which is not next week, is the week after. The teacher is going to show us what they are expected to do if they want to do their exams for like the grades and stuff. Now that will be the very first exam. One of the is like pre-prep tap and prep ballet, so it would be the very first ones. Oh, my phone is going, but it's not important. So the teacher is going to show us, because I think the exams must be early in the year, like early in the next school year, so he needs to decide first which classes he wants to do, and also if he wants or not to take the exams. They are not compulsory, it's for them. First he said he wanted to do them, then he said he wasn't sure, so we decided that we would wait and see what is expected of them, and then he can decide if he wants to do it or not. So we'll decide in 2 weeks. Then we had some time in the garden. One of the neighbors got a lot of stones delivered to do something in their garden, and she had loads left over, and I used a layer of stone at the bottom of a lot of my pots because it rains so much here. Everything gets waterlogged, so I want to have like a big layer of stones for the water to go through. And I usually buy them in bags, and she had like a big trailer with loads left over, and she said to me, if you want any, just come and help yourself. So she lent us a wheelbarrow, and we filled all the stuff we had to do, and we added a lot more bags. I'm going to experiment something this year, because we are not using we are usually growing potatoes in bags, but because we're not going to do potatoes, we have the bags that are too tall, so I've rolled them down. I'm going to show you like this, and I'm hoping, I mean, I don't see why, like this one too, I don't see why it wouldn't work, so we're going to experiment. And also I had grown more pumpkins than I needed. I needed to have 3 for the raised bed, and I ended up with 5, and 2 of them were looking really not nice, and they completely picked up, and they look very nice healthy plants, and I don't want to waste them. So instead of throwing them out, I'm going to experiment with them. I have moved 2 pumpkins there beside the carrots in the raised bed. The other 3 I've put in big containers, and then once the vines grow, I'll get the vines to go over the raised bed or something. Outside for this, please. Dirty, it goes out. Put it in the shed, please, if you can. When it was bringing a trowel back. Yeah. Then Alfie helped as well to move the stones around, and I was really happy. Then Owen just helped putting everything back. Every leftover we put back in the trailer. And for the first time ever, Alfie baked cakes with me. So we made 2 marble cakes. They're there, and they smell really nice. They look really nice. Hopefully they are nice. We'll let you know. For now, my battery is flashing. Oh, and I had a nap this afternoon as well, which was very much needed and very good. I worked late last night to finish all my orders, which means I can take the entire weekend off, and I need it so bad. I'm very glad. So now I'm going to sit down, relax. I'll have a nice shower, maybe a bath even, and have cake, watch TV, put the boys to bed, and just enjoy the weekend. And tomorrow, I don't know yet what we're doing. I've bought some very big bin bags to do some clearing out in the house, so I probably will do some of that. Before I forget, I received the skincare stuff. I got the cream and polish from Reserve, the instant boost skin tonic, and this is something I love, the eyebrow eye lotion. What do you want, Alfie? What do you want? What's that? What is it? Do you want to bring it? He's so happy about this cake. Okay. Is it okay, what?
It's just that we realised that's way past my bedtime.
Well, it's 7:45.
Right, you can go to bed a bit later today. Do you want some cake? It's actually Monday now, and I didn't vlog at all yesterday, I think. Well, I don't remember anyway. I spent the entire day, started at 9 o'clock until 7 at night, clearing upstairs out, and I'm not finished. I've done mostly our bedroom. James and I don't have, well, we didn't have enough storage in our room, so when we moved in the house over 6 years ago, we had a lot of boxes still sitting in our bedroom, and we didn't remember what was in those boxes because they've just been sitting there. It was very cluttered, and I hated our room for that reason. We still haven't painted some of the rooms in the house, like Owen's room needs painted, our bedroom needs painted, the ensuite bathroom needs painted. When we moved in, there was a whitewash over all the wall, but that was it. So we left it there in the meantime because it was clean, you know, we could just work with it. But I'm quite keen to get these done. But first we need to declutter all the mess there is. So I spent all that time going through everything, going through our clothes. We have a very big car. We have a 7-seater, and the boot is very big. It can fit 2 extra seats. The boot is filled up to the top, and the passenger seat at the front is filled up to the top too of things to go to the dump, and there's still more bags up the stairs. And then I have 5 bags for charities, 2 big boxes, and that's before I even do the boys' rooms properly. Owen has already gone through all his teddies and all his books. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
you've got one room, I think,
One room.
I think it's the laundry room.
Oh, it's not painted, but I don't think we would paint that room because there's not too much room yet. The utility room is not painted either. I had started with the utility room in this vlog, as you know, but yesterday I started on our room and it was just, I can't keep it tidy because it's so cluttered and there's no space, and so I thought, no, I need to clear all this. So then a lot of the stuff in the utility room can be moved somewhere else where they can be tidied up, and it made more sense that way. I didn't plan to do this, it just kind of happened. I just started with one thing and then before you knew it I had all the boxes out, and I made sure that I would finish it by putting everything on the ground, so we would have to finish it. And it's not completely done, there's a few last little boxes to sort out, but the room looks so much bigger and we have some clear walls, and so I can finally start to picture a decor I want in our room or something like that. So yes, that's gonna be the end of this vlog. I'll continue in another vlog. I want to say bye bye, and then we'll start a new vlog for this week because I didn't finish it yesterday. Okay. Want to say bye?
Bye.